But if you have a world with a completed Phaenna, then you can show up and there will be a new quest available. Right here, from Searching Way. So I'm gonna hop on Minor, just because I've been doing a lot of these quests as a gatherer, so... Get our Stellar Sprint in. Oh my gosh, that was bright. And I do believe it's just Searching Way for now. The brightest star. Searching Way wishes to laud you for your efforts on Phaenna. By all means.
I'm grateful for your dedication to running to and fro on the initiative's behalf, Naya. You've gotten an eyeful of the terrain in only the metaphorical sense, I hope.
Fret not, I've yet to be impaled. When I'm working, I hardly notice the shards piercing my tender flesh. Fear not, I've yet to be impaled. Hi, Naming Way.
I must say, the sheen of this land borders on the blinding. Had I known, I might have asked Driving Way for one of their manifold pairs of sunglasses. Welcome back, Naming Way. From what I've read of the reports on my exo tablet, you've certainly wasted no time crafting nomenclature for Phaenna. I confess, it has been a spectacular challenge to name an entire star from top to bottom, and maintain a unifying theme besides. But at last, my work is done. Don't go putting your feet up just yet, my friend. This is only our first destination. Yes, of course. Rest assured, I shan't let my dictionaries gather dust. You know, Naya, I did so enjoy our tour of Sinus Ardorum. Might you join me on another edifying jaunt?
Aw, good. We get to do another one.
Doubtless you're keen to hear what Naming Way's cooked up. Hop to it, then. I'll be here when you return.
Alright. Anything else to say?
Naming Way's terribly proud of all that he's accomplished here. Humor him, won't you?
I sure will.
Let us begin the tour here at camp and work our way out of the grotto.
Alright. Small talk.
Come along, Naya. Places to go, destinations to discuss.
And you say the same thing? Oh, nope. Okay. Destinations to discuss indeed. Discuss the lamp melt marble. Oh? I'm unsure what we're talking about, actually. What do you mean, lamp melt marble? Is it that thing?
Our scholars theorize that long ago, a vein of hot molten glass carved out this cavern before being driven back by geothermal fluctuations. As the main flow receded, it left behind deposits of molten silicates, which hardened into the twisted shapes you see before you. For its resemblance to the glass produced by lamp workers, the substance shall henceforth be known as lamp melt marble. We've no shortage of outcroppings here, if you ever wish to take a closer look.
So it is about that up there. Interesting. Glass.
That is no ordinary stained glass, but Phaenna glass, crafted from lustrous materials unique to this star. Not only is it aesthetically pleasing, it can endure shard showers without suffering a single scratch, all while converting light into energy. Incredible, is it not? Phaenna's natural resources have proven tremendously valuable for their versatility.
Huh. Are there any other spots? No, just those two for now.
We were truly fortunate to find such an expansive formation to shelter us from Phaenna's harsh climate. Curious, isn't it, that something as delicate as glass could become both deadly threat and stalwart shield? This place puts me in mind of a gaffer's work, a vessel bespeaking both beauty and strength. That's why I call it the glass-blown grotto, you see? And within, the primordial flame around which we gather to sculpt our own marvels, however fragile the work of man and Loprit might be. A glass-blower's beacon. But this is far from the only spectacle our Phaenna has to offer. Let us venture westwards to that most ponderous of streams.
Stream. Alright, nothing new there. Where are we heading next? Let's see. Oh, no conversation point. Straight to another objective. I see, I see. Oh, it's not even worth it taking the liner out, because you'll have to backtrack half the distance anyway.
This translucent blue stream is the Soda Lime Float, flowing ever so slowly southward through the Millefiori. Despite the appetizing name, however, I cannot recommend drinking from it. In terms of chemical composition, the water is itself essentially glass. Similarly, should you try to consume its fish, you shall find yourself with naught but a plate of glass pescatore. These impestors, if you will, are in fact silicate globules animated by the dense ether flowing beneath. As a matter of fact, we have yet to discover any true animals on this star, only golems and other arcane entities. The impestors themselves are difficult to categorize with confidence. Are they spirits? Elementals? Their very existence is a reminder of the vastness of nature and the finity of our own understanding, or finity?
I've never seen finity. I've seen finiteness, which is a little cumbersome, admittedly. But infinity, finity, alright.
And those were merely the easy names. Next, I say we heat things up. Southward, ho!
Ah, I see. To the vent, then. Which we, I don't know about heating it up. We cooled it down. Ethically, supposedly. Oh yeah, Naming Way's having us go all the way in. Alright. No conversation points missed? Dang, alright.
Behold the onyx ridge rising high above the fluorescent expanse, fusing wave vent. The heat in this area is sufficient to melt glass, as the abundance of silicate magma attests, hence the name. Temperatures fluctuate in the crater, and it is perfectly common for liquid magma to emerge from an apparently cooled crust. Do watch where you step. I should hate to see you lose your favorite boots. Or your favorite feet, for that matter. Jokes aside, I do hope you're enjoying the tour thus far, Naya. Our next stop offers the most spectacular scenery of all.
Really? Where are we going next?
Onward to my favorite place on Phaenna, the iridized rise. Come, come. There is shining, shimmering splendor to behold.
I see. We're definitely not invoking a certain popular children's movie musical from the 90s there, are we?
Disney's Aladdin.
I'm also not entirely sure why I didn't ride the Cosmo liner out, because that would have been faster. That's alright. That's the wrong direction! Constantly perplexed by these exposition Cosmo liners. Alright, this is where we don't take it because it's off in the middle of the field. And still, we only had conversation points at the start. That feels a bit sad. The following event cannot be skipped. That's fine. We're observing from the rise.
The view is magnificent, you must concede.
with the glass rain falling on us. Oh, this is fantastic.
And replete with features ripe for the naming besides. Naturally, I have given great thought to the term for each and every site before you. You needn't hesitate to ask.
Alright. Let's start with the spiky crystalline tree. I can't believe it just started raining.
Just as we have yet to discover creatures here that fall within our common definitions, so do Phaenna's flora seem, to our eyes, to exist just outside our understanding of what constitutes plant life. The distempered oak is one such species. Its explosive spikes do convert sunlight into energy, albeit through processes we have not yet begun to fathom. We know still less about how said spikes form. Is there some significance as to their being both branch and leaf? We must assume there is some connection to the tree's uniquely harrowing environment.
Okay. A flowery shrub. Oh, I like these.
Ah, I see you're appreciating the flowers of the myrrhine.
Or myrrhine? Myrrhine.
Is it not lovely how the delicate petals almost resemble lace? At a glance, one would surely think them handcrafted, but I assure you, each bloom has pollen and seeds, like any other species. How then do they reproduce without the assistance of animals? We can only assume the poor dears are entirely dependent upon strong gusts of wind.
Tree with purple canopy? Question mark?
Rather resembles a fungus from Weddingway's bower, doesn't it? But it is in fact a tree, after a fashion. It would perhaps be a cousin of the acacia, were it not made of a glass plate atop glass cane. Thus have I termed it the display echinacea. Our naturalists believe this unique shape may have evolved as a means to protect its soft, malleable bark from shard showers, but research is still ongoing.
Iridescent terrain.
Isn't it breathtaking how the staircase of color descends from here? It is precisely that rainbow from which the iridized rise derives its title. Our scholars estimate that this region was once home to a string of small ponds, each filled with liquid glass. As temperatures fell, they gradually solidified. Incidentally, the different colors would seem to indicate variations in the sediment between individual ponds. Ah, bliss! We Loperids do so love our rainbows.
seemingly glass-blown bloom.
Has the faceted grass caught your eye? On Aetheris, it's unheard of for naturally occurring crystals to take identical shapes, but these plants defy conventional wisdom. Our Charlian scholars posit that it's an effect of the star's unique ethereal properties. The topic has sparked a lively debate within the fields of botany and aetherology. Have you taken in all the sights, Naya? If not, you're more than welcome to linger a little longer.
Ah, the splendor has been most thoroughly beheld. Could we get out of the rain?
And I'm delighted that it has. Why, your keen eyes are lit upon all of my newly designated little darlings. You know, Naya, I expected the Sea of Stars to have no shortage of novelties, but I never dreamed our first destination would be so very unlike Aetheris. Here on Phaenna, something so mundane as glass has the power to surprise us, each new discovery more intriguing than the last. My mind fills with questions. Whence came the strange shapes, the colors, the sounds? Why these and none other? Glimpses of a design so grand I will never see the whole of it, even with a lifespan as lengthy as mine own. But someday, somehow, someone will know the shape of it. They'll follow in our footsteps, cradling the fragile things we leave behind. The more time I spend on Phaenna, the more I feel that this is the path Heidelin wished for her children to walk. In the end, you and I may take but one small step, but the journey doesn't belong to us alone.
That's right.
But perhaps we should chart a course back to Searching Way before aught else. We have kept him waiting long enough.
And I have the mighty power of stellar return to take me back. Hehe. Where are you, friends? There you are.
Another splendid tour in the books. You simply must recount it in detail for Searching Way post-haste.
Me? By myself?
Welcome back. Oh, welcome back, you two. Did you have a long and riveting discussion about Phaenna's geography? Oh, it was positively scintillating. Together, we ruminated on the many glass-based discoveries the team has made thus far. Glad to hear it, yet I dare say your tour isn't complete without a visit to our crowning achievement. Our crowning achievement? Does that mean? Indeed it does. Presenting the Phaenna Stelloscope. It's even grander than the observatorium in Curthis. Using the stelloscope, we've already sighted several more stars possessed of ether in abundance. Stars I can show you right now. Let me just press a few buttons here.
Oh!
Stunning, nay, stupendous. Each glimmer you see here contains myriad possibilities, and we're going to explore them to the last. Phaenna is breathtaking enough. I could scarcely imagine what else is out there waiting for us. We won't know without further analysis, but if there's a celestial current strong enough, we may yet find new life, new civilizations. Granted, I've heard the stories of Medion's journey and the many stars she watched fall to despair. Yes, I myself learned, if not long after, we were first brought into the initiative. A most lamentable tale. You were there at the edge of existence, were you not, Naya? Pray tell, what precisely did you see?
Oh, describing Ultima Thule. Memories of the long dead, ruin and despair. A series of bizarre life forms, patronizing a cafe. Also soup. You know what? I don't know if this is available to everybody or if this option is specific to those who have completed Endwalker society quests, but I'm gonna go with this one because I love those society quests.
Soup, soup, soup. Oh, yes! Jammingway told me of the last dregs and its unusual patrons, and Elysion, where past and potential take form. Well, regardless of what others have seen, I still wish to make the journey, to grieve what was lost, and find my own meaning in it. And do we not owe it to our fellow lifeforms to hold on to hope to the last? What if they are out there? Suffice it to say, our research teams are already debating the merits of correspondence versus non-interference. Searching for sparks of hope amid the darkness of despair. How poetic. You bet it is. So we're going to use this telescope to comb every elm of the horizon in search of our next galactic foothold. The ideal candidate will be cocooned in celestial currents and hospitable to more than just plantish things. With luck, that's where we'll find what we're searching for. I'll be in touch once we've settled on a coordinate. Until then, there's work to be done.
Does that display stay up now? I kinda hope it does. That would be nice. Let's see. As you have completed 50 stellar missions on Phaenna, you are eligible to undertake an additional quest. Seek out Lamuko to learn of ways you might further benefit the initiative. Yay! I was complaining that there was name drops, and I went and I revisited Mumiko on Sinus Ardorum. And oh, multiple, not just one. Ooh, okay. Interesting. We have Pilot Wanted, a Manager's Discernment, and Perspective Reflected. Nice.
Each star detected within the Phaenna telescope will receive due consideration. Once we have our next destination, we'll all hop back onto the Galactic Way. Countless discoveries were made here on Phaenna, but this is only the beginning. What awaits us on our next jaunt, I wonder?
What indeed? Well, let's start. I guess we'll go left to right.
Oh, look, a friend.
Vacuum Suit Specialist. The Vacuum Suit Specialist seeks qualified candidates only. Yeah? Well, if it isn't Naya Lolita, the rumors don't do you justice. Say, I don't suppose you have a moment, do you? I do. We're planning to conduct a high-altitude test flight, though it's seldom necessary during standard operations. Vacuum suits are equipped for it. Until recently, manned flights were prohibited, a safety precaution due to the difference in magnetism levels between Phaenna and Sinus Ardorum. Now that we have significantly fewer project drones whizzing about, however, it should be possible to establish a safe flight path through the areas with low magnetic interference without risk of collision. The trouble is, we're still required to fly in pairs in case of emergency. I should love to have someone of your skill in the air with me. Consider it done. Fantastic. Let me know when you're ready to strap in. Do I have to put the suit on? I didn't bring mine.
All set?
Then let's start the test flight. Just follow my lead and try not to lag behind. As it will take several minutes to establish a safe flight path, you may wish to cancel any pilot applications or pending duty finder registrations. I love that it specifies the pilot application for you on this one. Exercise caution near the grotto entrance, as personnel and supplies are concentrated there. Any malfunction would be disastrous. Before you panic, however, know that these suits underwent a rigorous inspection for that very reason. Let's continue on. Just casually flying over the... We should be well outside the drone's flight path here, but nevertheless, let's check our visuals. Sufficient distance confirmed. Onwards then. I'm still upset that it started raining on me. Oh look, a mech ops. Next, let's see what happens when we cut across the river to the volcano. What do you mean, what happens? We'll need to listen carefully for any sign of engine trouble, but in the meantime, we can enjoy the scenery. We are... Oh, we are going over the... I don't know how I feel about... This would be a very bad place for there to be a malfunction. Around here, we can expect turbulence at high altitudes. Hot volcanic air tends to rise sharply. Oh, good! That's great! That's really great! Granted, vacuum suits are designed to handle it, to a degree. I would be more concerned during a heavy glass storm. Excellent. Now that the flight path has passed inspection, let's test out the automatic recall system. And that's where we just go straight back to where we started, yeah? At the mech hangar? Yep. Here we are, safe and sound. That concludes the test flight. Do you have any thoughts or questions about the process? What a phenomenal flight path. I enjoyed the scenery. Any possibility of solo flights? I would have liked to dismount partway. Let's see. I enjoyed any possibility of solo flight. I feel like this is hinting at like, can I fly on Phaenna yet? Can I fly? Can I fly? I cannot deny that there are many restrictions in place for the sake of safety, but it was a test flight, you understand. Our priority is to find a solution in the event that lower altitudes become unsafe. Over time, we'll conduct more tests to facilitate independent observation. I appreciate your input, however, and will bear it in mind for the future. After you've had a moment to settle your stomach, speak to me to collect your compensation. silly. Let me pull out your payment. With apologies for the brief delay, the gill sack has met with some misfortune upon being opened in front of recently disembarked pilots in the past, you see. What? The gill sack has met with some misfortune? Upon being opened in front of recently disembarked pilots? What does that mean? As for the suits, they are exporting their data from the flight as we speak. We'll pair that with your feedback to improve future operations. The route seems quite safe, but it will require further testing before we can offer it to the entire initiative. We're bound to get some use out of it in the meantime, though. Alright. That was just it. Little story, little bit of gill. What else do you say?
Thanks again for taking part in the test flight. The engineering and research teams will work hard and hand in hand to ensure we make the most of this data.
Alright. Now, if I was going left to right, that means I would hit Mumuko next, but I'm gonna save Mumuko for last. I know she's the one in there with the managed. Yeah, there she is. Mumuko. So what was this other one? Perspective reflected. Oh, an Ishgardian glassworker. The Ishgardian glassworker needs to touch glass. Ah, an adventurer. A proper adventurer, that is. Out here, we are all adventurers of a sort, are we not? Yeah, technically. In sooth, however, I am a glassworker of Ishgard. 'Twas for that expertise that I was invited to take part in the initiative, and I have been quite content to oversee the work at Glassblow's Beacon. Yet as my time here draws to a close, I find myself regretting having failed to venture further afield. I am certain its vistas would inspire me for years to come. For that reason, I should like to take a brief stroll, and perhaps collect a few samples that might be incorporated into my future works, provided you are willing to escort me through the harrowing environs, of course. Can do. Then I am in your debt. Once you have made your expert preparations for the trials ahead, let us meet to the southwest, within a safe distance of the grotto, of course. Alright. How far out? Oh boy. Safe distance of the grotto, he says, and goes 2 whole Cosmoliner stops out into the wilderness. And I ride the Yan. Alright, my man. Breathtaking. Oh, sorry, I just stood directly in front of you. Oh, forgive me. I was captivated by the scenery. I had thought to venture further, but perhaps the inspiration I seek can be gathered right here on our doorstep. As an associate of the initiative, you must be a capable artisan in your own right. Why not share in this artistic exercise with me? Bring me whatever fetching fragments speak to your aesthetic sense. I shall limit my search to these surrounds, lest I inadvertently endanger myself. Smart, okay. May we both find some truly fabulous frit. I see. Oh, they're just interaction points. I was kind of expecting gathering nodes. Here's a fetching fragment. And if I'd been on a crafter, it might have been like, oh yeah, fashion me something from the materials around here. But no, we are simply picking up pieces, which is fine. It's more utilitarian. I get it. The rain has gone away. Yay! You're alive. Did you espy any works of art? Here are 3 fetching fragments, exquisite pigmented shards of natural glass found on Phaenna. You have an artisan's eye indeed. It would be an honor to work with any one of these. You may count me thoroughly dazzled by the sights and samples both. But what of you? You have spent far more time wandering the star than I. How have you found your time on Phaenna? Ooh, let's see, I've encountered wonders I never could have imagined. 'Tis exploration itself I enjoy. For that, Phaenna is beautiful indeed. I've seen worse. Naya is at her heart an adventurer, so the exploration. Spoken like an adventurer, true. I confess that as beautiful as I find this sea of stars, it frightens me in equal measure. How much there is to see, and how limited my own view of it. The moment I stepped outside of the grotto, I was nigh overcome. I am glad to have glimpsed this star through your eye, if only for a short while. Come, let us return to the beacon.
Okay.
You take the Cosmoliner. I've got this button. Oh no, the stars did go away. See, you can't even walk on this. Why display go off? Where's stars? Bummer. I'll ask Momoko. And now she's in here. Now she's right over there. I wonder if we're gonna see these 3 factor into her quest. I hope so. You have my deepest gratitude, adventurer. I shall never forget the beauty of this day. And to think that I may have turned down the initiative's invitation were it not for my present struggle at the atelier. Not long ago, you see, Lord Emmerich himself commissioned a work of stained glass to celebrate the newfound harmony between man and dragon. From the first, I floundered. Long did I know dragons only as terrifying beasts. To see beauty, let alone kinship, in the visage of those creatures? 'Twas beyond even my imagination. Now, however, I begin to understand. Even the most fearsome worm is but a single soul, like you or I, facing the endless expanse with fear, and with wonder. I envision a dragon soaring between stars, graceful and strong, following a glimmer of light across an unimaginable distance. Aww, you just got the story of how dragons came to be on Atheris. Although that was a little more under duress, shall we say. A fitting use for this glass, I should think.
Okay, thank you. I'll take your pittance of coin.
Do you stay here? Nope. The glassworker leaves. Okay. Let's go see if Momoko has anything to say about those 3 over there.
Good day to you, Naya. Given that your duties on the star have all but concluded, I expect you have some time on your hands. Correct?
Correct. Oh, wait! Oh, we get to bully her again. Hold on. Incorrect. Why, I believe I misheard. You do have time.
Yes?
Surely this joke has run its course. Joke? My dear Naya, I take your busy schedule quite seriously. That is why I'm asking ever so nicely. Oh no! You can't back out of it this time! Alright. Give me a second. Oh no. Oh boy, I feel very bad that that's kind of sort of Naya's canon approach here. That's not my intent. I wanted that for myself, for me the player. I wanted that to know what the options were. Wait, decline. Haha! Easy. Good day to you, Naya, given that your duties on the star are all... We're just gonna go along with it. We're not gonna bully her. Correct. You always know just what to say. To business, then. Mumiko prefers it when idle hands don't pretend otherwise. And this is a manager's discernment. Say hello to Phasingway, fellow project manager for the initiative.
Grateful for all the stellar missions you've handled, Naya. Your handiwork keeps the cogs turning. And me and Mumiko here keep them from rolling off to mother knows where. Her Lalafell eye is indispensable in spotting trouble from average lopper it might overlook.
The reverse is equally true, I might add. Thus did we develop a multicultural management style during the Ragnarok's construction to prevent oversights in our, oversight of the project. Naturally, now that the core development on Phaenna is complete, we've been collecting feedback for a post-mortem review.
Which is how we caught wind that a few screws have come loose.
Namely, Project Leader Commanding Way and Magitech Specialist Yusta. They were initially keen to take on the task of expanding the functionality of the initiative's machinery, almost too keen. And now we have word that they're sneaking about and whispering in tones of nigh delirious excitement.
What's more, they refuse to divulge any details of their new designs to management, afraid of getting in trouble, we suspect.
And so we turn to you, Naya Lalita. You are someone they've worked alongside and trust, a potential collaborator in their eyes. Will you go in our place and find out what they're plotting? I can certainly try. Thank you. We shall observe discreetly while you interrogate... inquire. Remember, under no circumstances should you let slip that we put you up to this. Alright, and we're heading out this way. Oh! The little trio has moved! Or wait, no. Were they over here? Crap. I've lost my sense of direction again. No, they're over here. Okay. Where ooh, up into... Alright. Where are we bothering up here? Oh, Yusta! I know precisely which component we would require. And commanding way. Hey there, long time no see.
Ah, another member of our merry crew. Always glad to have ye on deck, Naya.
Oh, you talk like a pirate now.
Number 1 and I were just charting a bold course to reinvent the fleet's machinery.
I may have gotten a touch carried away. Commanding Way is a true visionary. They make the impossible seem possible.
You're too kind, Number 1. Now, about those mech designs. If you ask me, we're still leaving too much on the table. What about ethereal sabers, so we can duel marauding pirates all flashy-like?
And a mechanism for transformation, or better yet, fusion. 5 units combined, for 5 times the obliteration.
Aye, that's this stuff. Massive mech arms with drills attached, pulverizing fronts above and below.
Had I the components from the standard Magitech excavator, I could begin fitting them immediately. Well, what are you waiting for, Naya? Are we writing fanfic? Hold it right there, you two. You were expressly instructed not to lose sight of the initiative's needs. What's all this about sabers and drill arms? Mumiko. You're not very good at this,
Management! There's nothing more dangerous than a Loporrit's lack of restraint paired with an engineer's ambition. We should never have taken our eyes off them.
Tell me, did you toss common sense to the wind the instant we gave you this assignment? It was all rather tame at first, I assure you. An extension mechanism for the cranes, features to assist in scaffolding installation. Sensible enough. Do you have any suggestions in that vein, Naya? I fear what will happen if we don't set these two to productive tasks immediately. A means to scale cliffs and descend into canyons. Or a means to transport large quantities of fragile resources. Ooh, this one appeals to Naya personally. This one appeals to her wider sense of logic and, you know, the purpose of the initiative. Very good. Should the two of you submit plans to address that need, we will allow you to continue to work on the machinery. We value your passion, but see that you do not lose sight of our common goal again. We have a budget to maintain. As for you, Commanding Way, pray accompany me to my station. We will need to discuss your conduct.
Scallywags.
I confess, I let my good sense slip away from me. I simply feel so empowered here, as though I could build anything my heart desires. But for now, I should finish my maintenance tasks. Could you go and check on poor Commanding Way for me? I worry Mamuko's lecture may run over long. I promise I shall keep my ambitions in check from now on. Please, won't you go and rescue Commanding Way from their scolding? Sure. Ooh, hello. What are you doing? Ah, taking pictures. I see.
Alright, so it may be as I let things get out of hand.
Commanding Way, you understand why we brought you here, correct?
Well, I may have gotten a wee bit carried away. My duty was once to man the helm as my charges forged ahead into the unknown. If the Exodus had gone to plan, I would have led a group to build a new home on whatever star offered us refuge. Eidolon even gave me this extra large body so I'd be easy to see. See? But no matter how big I am, it's not the sort of duty I can fulfill all by my lonesome. That's why being a leader in the initiative has meant so much to me. I still believe that a commander's role is to stand tall and inspire their crew, but I should have considered what exactly I was inspiring them to accomplish. It's seeing the initiative succeed that would make them happiest after all.
Promise you'll remember that, and please do set a better example for your team in the future.
Aye aye, you've steered me back on the proper course. Glory to the initiative.
I didn't even realize the Commanding Way was actually physically larger than the other Loporrits. Huh. What a headache.
Barely finished on Phaenna, and everyone's already tripping all over themselves in anticipation of the next star.
Indeed, and despite Naya's efforts, we haven't seen the last of the trouble. In fact, I expect it will be along any moment now. And what does that mean? What? Didn't I tell you? As we speak, a very important guest is traveling here for Atheris by way of Sinus Ardorum. The details are confidential, but suffices to say that I'll be in touch. Huh? Don't you pose cute at me, Mumiko. That's mean. Oh, okay, there's another quest. Good. Me getting ready to throttle her. She has another quest. Ah, Naya, do you have some time? You know I do. Oh, wait, maybe I don't. What then? Look, Naya, this is no time for games. Alright, hold on, we'll be real. I do have some time, yes. I knew you would. Mumiko wishes to reward your idle hands with a special introduction. You will recall I spoke of a special guest. Now that our first outpost on another star is complete, the Forum has sent a representative to conduct an inspection. In light of your established rapport with that august institution, I have elected to bring you along as intermediary. You're welcome. Now then, we're expected at the Cosmoport. Come along. Thank you, but also, Oh? I was half expecting Fortuno, or half expecting the elder fella who was like, who had our back. I forgot his name. It's been a while. Who are you? Welcome to Phaenna, Counselor. Oh! Hold on. I just surprised myself into it. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Welcome to Phaenna, Counselor Deb. I pray the journey was not too taxing. Deb. Not at all. It has been quite the betrayal of my expectations, unto this very moment. I imagine the Forum's obligation here is plain, given that your initiative would not exist were it not for the Ragnarok. If Aetheris's first interstellar expedition, Ultima Thule notwithstanding, is to rely upon Charlian technology, 'tis the Forum's duty to safeguard against its misuse. Certainly, and we will do our utmost to make your visit a fruitful one. Make no mistake, I have certain misgivings about this project. Unwilling to see the fruit of its labors go to waste, Charlian has invested a great deal in the initiative to date. Technology, aye, but also coin and personnel. The majority of your researchers hail from our nation, do they not? Yet, following the final days, our actions are under greater scrutiny than ever before. Should it be suggested that our ambitions include extrastellar colonization, conflict is certain to follow. Our continued involvement is dependent on your results outweighing that risk, and I intend to make an honest accounting. Such a tremendous burden would surely be lightened with the assistance of the expert before you. Me. I have heard tell of her myriad accomplishments, and her familiarity with all parties may indeed be a boon. You are at liberty to avail me of your insight as you see fit, Naya Volata. Then I leave the counselor in your care. I suggest you begin by introducing her to all we have built here at Glassblower's Beacon. I can do that. Do try your best not to offend Counselor Yadeb. Even for you, she may prove difficult. Okay. I shall follow your lead. Do be thorough. Ah, we are escorting Baby Bat. I'm very sorry. You need to take a break. Small talk. I apologize. It has been some time since you and your fellow scions stood before the forum, and I admit to some curiosity as to how you have spent the intervening time. More the fool I for considering you might be content to rest upon the laurels of your latest heroics. Judging by those calluses, you are every bit the adventurer I've heard so much about. Where are we going first? Right out here? What are we going to talk about here? The camp center. Research submission and supply counters located in a well-trafficked nexus. Excellent. The initiative certainly has the appearance of a functioning cooperative, though naturally the details bear further investigation and future evaluations. She's so grumpy! Alright, let's start up in the habitation modules, I suppose. He's still looking. Alright, yeah. Oh, wait, before I talk to Yadeb, Secret Loprit is still here having secret carrot snack. Alright. Key facilities at the center encircled by residential and other less vital structures. Whilst the hangar's position has been suitably adapted to Phaenna's geography, the layout bears a close resemblance to that of our original designs for a post-Exodus colony. Indeed, scale notwithstanding, 'tis the very picture of the shelter we once envisioned for refugees of the final days, with comforts echoing those found in the cities of Atheris. Clearly, the initiative recognizes how swiftly those without extensive field training can become unmoored without familiar amenities to provide a sense of psychological safety. And, judging by your chosen facility's suitability to meet initiative participants' needs, I dare say your funding has been allocated with acumen. I am satisfied with what I see here, but what of the rest? The rest? Anything new to say? Nope, alright. Moving on then. Where's our next? Are these new conversation points? I think this is the same one. Yeah, Camp Center, we already did this one. We have a new one over here, though. Ah, yeah, you called this less vital, but this is even more vital, and it's even more protected. Energization. Am I to understand that this single facility powers the entire camp? 'Tis rather more compact than Labyrinthos' solution. Though 'tis not yet suitable as a direct replacement for existing infrastructure on Atheris, it makes plain the merits of experimenting with technologies that one day might become so. It's not the only power, but it was the primary power. We have developed some really cool solar solutions outside. Is that where we're going next? No, we're going to the platform. Never mind the invisible studium member who is not actually on my bike. Yadeb. A star as beautiful from the ground as 'twas from above, if not more so. Though I must say it feels passing strange to descend upon a foreign world and see one's own countrymen milling about. 'Tis the first I've seen of many of the technologies at work here. Loperate innovations, I suppose. Yet each shaped by a Charlian theoretics, if I am not mistaken. Despite knowing 'twas planned for the Exodus, to see it take form on another star is surreal. I believe I've seen enough. The Initiative's reports provide sufficient background regarding the star's topography itself. Instead, I would ask you to share your informed opinion on this project, in detail. Oh, in detail. Assuming you have the time to spare, of course. Choose the best response to ensure a favorable evaluation from the other. Mumuko is counting on you. As this inquiry may take several minutes, you may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. But not pilot applications, apparently. Let's inquire. Alright. Very good. I am obliged to mention that your answers will be included in my report verbatim, but pray do not let that concern you. How would you evaluate the cooperation between the Charlians and Lupperits? Oh, they get along great. The Lupperits usually get their way. That's not true. They work really well together. They complement each other's strengths. Indeed. It seems the Lupperits rely on my countrymen to inject an amount of reason into the proceedings, while driving the project ever forward with their unusual notions. 'Tis arguably a well-balanced partnership, as demonstrated by Mamuko and Phasingway. Their management system has prevented major problems from arising thus far. Next question, then. The Initiative has recruited collaborators not just from Charlian, but nations across Atheris. How would you describe their work? All very vital. They provide extremely good, unique insight. Let's see. We each utilize unique skill sets in our pursuit of a unified purpose. That aligns pretty well with what I was thinking. And their efforts are no different from those of their Charlian peers. No, we're not going to say that they're exactly the same. We're going to validate their unique perspectives and contributions. I should be glad to include that in my report. The project surely benefits from the breadth of knowledge you describe. And in turn, the insight gained by Initiative luminaries will be distributed across Atheris upon their return, to the benefit of all for generations to come. My next question pertains to technological developments. I notice the machinery originally designed for Canis Ordorum has now been repurposed for Phaenna. Would you say this is sufficient for the star's needs? Sufficient, yes, but we're always looking to make improvements. Or, I admit it has no few limitations. Well, no, it's an ongoing development. We work with natural resources to optimize and improve. Operating as designed, then, even in heretofore unknown environs, which I imagine is reassuring to its designers here as well as myself. It also speaks to a robust testing process before each phase of exploration. See that continues, and greater technological advancements are certain to follow. Now, for my final question to you. In your opinion, what is the purpose of this initiative as a whole? To learn of the stars, and to seek hope. Or to ensure the Ragnarok's data won't go to waste. That's so pitiful. No, we're grand. We're idealist here. This is a massive knowledge expedition. 'Tis to be a journey in pursuit of Searchingway's lofty ideals, then. A trifle saccharine from my report, I fear. Yet I understand why this undertaking attracts those of a similar mind. Mayhap even I could be converted. Oh, the four have really cool hand jewelry. This concludes my inquiry. that one so experienced with the trials and tribulations of the initiative has such an optimistic view bodes well. In any case, I believe I have a sufficient understanding of the initiative's accomplishments to deem it a worthy use of funding. Your cooperation will see me home to Charlian with fortuitous tidings, and for that I thank you. I spoke earlier of my misgivings, whether Charlian's wisdom would be traded for naught but needless conflict. Now, however, I appreciate the true value in the undertaking. Gazing upon your stelloscope, I saw the promise that slumbers within distant worlds, and felt again the same thrill as when I first set foot on this magnificent star. 'Tis an experience better lived than spoken of, as you well know. Nevertheless, I shall do my level best to convey its worth to those with similar concerns. Naya Lalita, I am glad I had to have spoken with you personally at last. I confess my sister's stories have long piqued my curiosity. She's Y'shtola's sister! Y'shtola made no mention of me. Though our mothers differ, she and I are 2 of the 12 daughters sired by our late father, Rule. Naturally, I am the eldest. Huh. She had a sister in the forum all along? We have never been especially close, though I worry for her, as any sister would. Thus, I admit, was my journey here made not purely out of obligation to the Forum. I also wish to take your measure, and so I have. I trust you will continue to offer your aid to the initiative, and to Y'shtola as well, whensoever your paths cross. Now then, I must return to Atheris and the endless tedium of petty political maneuvers. But first, let us inform Mumuko that I have no further business here. Oh, that's so fun! Because, yeah, Y'shtola does have a lot of sisters, and, I don't have the books myself. I don't have the Encyclopedia Eorzea volumes. But they get mentioned there. And some of them get mentioned in-game more directly, like if you've done the Summoner Questlands, you know that Ymitra in New Gridania, or Old Gridania for the Summoner Questline, she's one of Y'shtola's sisters. But, yeah, one of 12, so there's 11 total sisters out there. All daughters of Rul. And here's Yadeb, eldest sister. I do wonder how Y'shtola will react to the news of our meeting. I don't know that Y'shtola is anywhere that I can talk to her to find out, unfortunately. Welcome back. So, how did it go? Be at ease, Mumuko. Your expert was a source of much constructive conversation as we toured the premises, and I conclude my inspection well satisfied. Oh, I am pleased to hear that, Counselor. As you should be, for it speaks volumes about the success of this initiative to date. I shall look forward to your regular reports on any further progress. Given your capabilities, I trust I have nothing to fear in continuing to entrust you with maintenance of the budget. But of course, on behalf of the initiative, allow me to offer my sincerest thanks for making time in your busy schedule to visit us today. It was a pleasure to meet you. Thank the gods that's over. Even as forum members go, Counselor Yadeb is notoriously difficult to sway. I dreaded the worst. But it appears I was correct in my choice of intermediary. Now, with the forum's blessing, we stride ever further into the great unknown. You have the time, don't you? Always. Counselor Yadeb's inspection couldn't have gone better. If I find another task in need of a measured approach, I shall be sure to come to you. Alright. And just like that, Yadeb's gone. She came, she was witnessed, and she's gone. And I wonder, now that Mumuko and Justia? Let me see. I want to see if Justia still sat on that bench. Oh, she's over here now. Fiesta. Having left Cetus Ardorum, our bonds are stronger than ever. No matter whence we hail, we are all united under the banner of cosmic exploration. Alright. I wonder if they're still on Cetus Ardorum, though. Or if they've been formally relocated. Let's go find out. Fully on the opposite. Wait. I'm bad. I'm bad at navigating? I'm bad at navigating. No, that is the Cosmoport. Good. Hello, Cruising Way. Could you drop me back off at Cetus Ardorum real quick? Oh, they're still here too! That's goofy! Ah. How are you in both places? I mean, in theory, I can go between the two places, so I guess they can go between the two places too, but that's still kind of weird, and it implies that they're, like, following the warrior flight specifically. Which is weird. It's weird. Back to Phaenna. Well, let's see if these two have anything new to say.
Each star detected with the Phaenna telescope will receive due consideration. Once we have our next destination, we'll all hop back onto the Galactic Way.
Alright, so nothing new there.
Countless discoveries were made here on Phaenna, but this is only the beginning. What awaits us on our next jaunt, I wonder.
Alright, those are both the same. Very good. Why does my stellar sprint go away when I'm going from Cosmic Zone to Cosmic Zone? That's just silly! Alright, alright. So yeah, they're in both spaces now. But they're not stood next to each other. Alright. What is... Oh, I forgot the emote. I was gonna take out the notepad. It's not just called notepad, is it? No. We have so many... That's not emotes. Here we go. What's it called? Also, another menu that could really use a search option. Oh, it does have a search. Ooh, ooh, hold on. And there's nothing that... Nothing with notes, nothing with quill. How about pen? We have... Okay. Is that the one that I wanted? Is this the persistent one? That is the end of today's little activities. So, good evening, Phaenna streamers. Till next time.